You are now listening to
the Primal Armor Podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Home Gym Con. This is the first conference dedicated to home gym fanatics. At this event, you'll have the opportunity to get your hands on hundreds of pieces of equipment, get exclusive discounts on items for your gym, learn from industry experts, and much more. The conference starts on April 14th in French Lick, Indiana. Visit homegymcon.com to order your tickets and use the code PRIMAL to save 10% on your purchase. Using that code also donates 10% of the proceeds to Huntington's disease research. Join myself, as well as all of your other favorite brands and sponsors this April by going to homegymcon.com today and ordering your tickets using our special code. Welcome back to episode 84 of the Primal Armor Podcast. We talked quite a bit last week about our new barbells that we're offering. Denali is suited more towards powerlifters, while Olympus is suited more towards Olympic lifters. And I've been pretty biased over my lifting career towards Olympic weightlifting, as I've been competitive in that sport, but now I'm trying to grow a passion to powerlifting, as my body's changed as I've gotten older, and it's been feeling a lot better in my body to train in that sort of way. But with that being said, which one's more important? To answer that question, we're going to have to dive a little bit further into what each sport focuses on in their training. Powerlifters are all about how heavy of a weight can they get under and grind through in the squat, bench, and deadlift. And there's plenty of technical form that goes into it, but it's all about raw strength. Olympic weightlifters take that same idea, but now add in even more technical form because they're multi-joint movements. And the main focus is how fast or powerful can they get under the bar from the ground and how quick can they get under it. Each one has their spot in their respective sport and in training, but which one's the most important? Let's break them down into their biomechanical equations. Powerlifting will be strength, and Olympic weightlifting will be power. Strength equals mass times distance. Mass is the amount of weight that you're pushing, and distance is if you complete the rep or not. And the more weight you have, or the more reps that you complete, the more strength will be needed for that lift. That brings us to power. Power equals mass times distance divided by time, or strength divided by time. It's all about how quick can you do these movements, and the quicker you are, the more powerful you are. And this is why athletes who are jumpers or sprinters are referred to as powerful athletes, because they generate a ton of strength to complete their activity in a really short amount of time. So to be able to produce power, you're going to have to be able to have a really good base of general strength, because without strength, you won't be producing much power. So does that make strength the most important? Not necessarily, because strength isn't functional without power, because strength alone doesn't make you an athlete. But since you can't be powerful without strength, it can't be the most important either. So asking which one is most important is kind of like asking the question of what came first, the chicken or the egg. For pure athletic performance, power is probably the most important thing you can focus on. But if you're just an avid lifter in your gym or your garage or your basement, then you probably need to focus more on strength training. But to be the healthiest person that you can be and try to reach your full potential, you should be able to focus on both. They both have their places in the fitness world. And that's why I'm so glad that I finally opened my mind up and I've started incorporating both into my daily workout routines. If you mix and match between the two and tailor your workout program to be hitting both power and strength, you're going to be very successful in the gym at hitting whatever goal you might come up with. This episode is sponsored by Executive Fit LLC. They build custom deadlift platforms, custom barbell storage pieces, and make indoor and outdoor signage for your home or corporate gym. Every platform that pairs with a rack is customized to that specific rack, so everything fits nice and clean. And they ship nationwide. Each platform has a logo applied in a way that makes it impossible to peel up from wear and tear. They even make custom nameplates for your squat rack. Visit executivefitllc.com to request a quote and see what's available on their store. That's executivefitllc.com to upgrade your deadlift game today. I just want to thank you for listening to today's podcast, and we'll see you back here again next week.